Good morning and welcome to Love Talk with your host Aaron Shannon. I didn't really mean to do that. I just figured, that's how everything else posts, and hey, I might as well give it a try, but never mind. Anyway, first thing to start off with is I want to give a big shout out to one of my original fans, BemZino123. Thank you so much for your comment that you left for me, telling me how my love is a beautiful thing. I appreciate it. There are other people out there whose love is just as beautiful, so I will send that shout out to everyone out there as well. So far, apparently my videos have been doing pretty well. Some of you have really liked my music video that I had made as a montage to my wife and my child. It makes me feel special that people are liking it. My very first video has finally hit the 200 mark. And according to this, most of my stats, the majority of people who like these videos are women between the age of 24 to 35. Well, to be completely honest, that was a shocker. I didn't really have a target audience, or at least gender-wise or age-wise. I mean, everyone from the age of, I guess, able to comprehend anything I say to however old you can last is, I guess, the target, as long as they have love in their hearts and they can, appreciate where someone is coming from. I kind of want to touch topic on something. Yeah, I'm even getting texts from my fans. Woohoo! I managed to actually finally have a conversation with her. Some of the things she said to me was actually pretty hurtful, but one thing that lingers in the back of my mind is we made a promise to my daughter. Now, I mean, I'm not saying that people should stay together for their family or anything like that, but I mean, it's a good reason to give it a try. Am I right or am I wrong? I'm not saying, hey, we need to get back together as a family for our daughter's sake. No, I mean, my daughter, I've been told that my daughter, whenever she comes over, sits there and tells me, Daddy, you need Mommy. And when I've gone to drop her off, she said that, Mommy, you need Daddy. And I don't know where it even came from, to be completely and honest about it. I don't know where it came from. She just started saying that, and it breaks my heart every single time, because I just want to be like, Aurora, I'm doing the best I can to keep my promise to you. I will go down in history amongst all of my friends, coworkers, even to my fans, if I ever make a promise to you guys, that I am someone who never breaks a promise, ever. I have never broken a promise in my entire life, and I refuse to start that now, especially to my daughter. She's probably one of the most important people in my life, and probably one of the most special motivators to do my best. I mean, I have a really, really good friend of mine who told me, who was there with me when the incident happened, that she had told me that for my daughter's sake to do this, and I'm just like, I can't, for our daughter's sake, listen to her and listen to her feelings and her hopes and give it a try. I mean, what's the worst that can happen? We end up as a family again. We end up being happy. We end up keeping our promises. We end up making our daughter's dreams come true. I mean, to be honest, what is the worst that can happen? Anyway, so that's for the first half of my segment. I'd like to talk a little bit about it. Like I said, I've got a lot of feelings to share about them, and I want them out there. Second part of the segment is usually delving into issues that I've seen and noticed in people's relationships. First things first is a lot of people, I guess the topic today is going to be, let's see, I've delved into communication, gestures. Gestures. Okay, that's always a good topic to delve into. A lot of guys who have been through a lot of degrading relationships usually don't know what to gesture. I mean, we're really good, we're really nice people. Let me backtrack a little bit. Women have gone through this too, so this is a topic for both women and men. Giving loving gestures or anything like that to prove that we love you guys or we appreciate what you do is, if you are that special person, it'll be much harder for us to show you how we feel, because we've been through so much that we don't want to mess it up with you. You know, we want to be, I guess you could say, tactful about our gestures and our feelings and what we want to show. It could be something as simple as telling you every day how pretty you are, or, that we love you. It may not mean much to you guys, but to us it means everything. Another sign is, okay, sometimes we may not bring you roses. Sometimes we may draw you a picture, or do little videos like this to prove. I mean, sometimes we have all these grand designs that are in our head on what's the most momentous way we can prove our love to you. This right here is actually kind of a spur incident, but a lot of us have things in the back of our mind and we're just like, okay. They read romance stories. Well, what can I do to make those, make them go, oh wow, this is better than any book I've ever read, or oh wow, this is better than anything I've ever seen in the movie. Just because we don't show it to you right then and there doesn't mean that we're not thinking about it. It just means that we believe we're up against a lot of competition. Not necessarily from other people, but from the stuff that you guys are interested in. And we want to do our best to prove it. To show them up, as you could say. This is something that I never really told my wife, and I guess if she sees this, she'll finally understand. I had a role model. I never really had a role model to... I was a first-time father. I never really had a role model and everything like that, but... I mean, now I do. During this time, I didn't. And I did, and it was actually her grandfather. One of the most amazing people in this entire world that I've ever met. Kind, caring, didn't let anything really bother him. If he did, he didn't show it, as far as I know. She looked up to him, and I never really said anything about it, but I did too. He was my role model. I could never be like him. I could try, but I could never be like him. And everyone else out there who's like me, we have role models that we're looking to. Usually part of our significant other's family. So, what I want you guys to do is, talk to me. Talk to me. Who is your role model as far as relationships go? Who is your role model that you look up to? It could be someone from your own family. It could be someone from your significant other's family. It doesn't matter. I'd like to know what your role models are. And so, basically to end this, let me know who your role models are. And I want you guys to sit down, talk to your significant other about your role models. It'll make them feel good. Trust me. I may not have experienced it, but I've got a good feeling about it. Anyway, as I always do at the very end of all my sessions, I love you, Aurora. Daddy misses you a lot. Oh, before I do sign off, I get my daughter this weekend, hopefully. I'm not allowed to drive yet, so I'm hoping that someone will give me a ride to go get her. And the next video will probably have her in it, and you get to see pretty much one of the most brightest smiles I've ever given. And just, you know, I'll see you guys later. I love you, Virginia. And Daddy loves you, Aurora. Bye, guys.